My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 4th December 2021. The focus of our reflection. Every man of God and every disciple of Christ is called to work for God's kingdom, which is a harvest of abundant compassion and good fruits. One unparalleled feature that marks the whole life and mission of Jesus was his compassion. It was his compassion that permeated and steered all his teaching, preaching, and healing. It was compassion that drove him to be one with the sick and the needy, the despised and depressed. In fact, his very incarnation is nothing but the greatest testimony of this unbounded compassion. In our modern world, this is one thing that is most lacking. Selfishness and indifference are overriding concern and compassion. Besides, often compassion is not understood in its full sense. Mostly it is limited only to some passing feeling of pity or sympathy. But in Jesus, we see the real soul and the drive of compassion. He is deeply sensitive to the struggles and the needs of others. We are told he had compassion for the crowd because they were harassed and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. Yes, he feels deep within for them. He becomes one with them and suffers together in empathy and total solidarity. This is the real compassion that is suffering together. However, that does not stop there. His compassion is also alleviating. He removes the pain of the other and grants relief and comfort and new vigor. Thus, he teaches, preaches, and heals. He is the perfect replica and fulfillment of the words of the prophet Isaiah about God's compassion in the first reading. As he comes and intervenes, you shall weep no more. He will surely be gracious to you at the sound of your cry. When he hears it, he will answer you. He will bind up the hurt of his people. He will heal the wounds inflicted by his blow. You shall be guided rightly. There will be abundance. This mission of compassion is not just limited to him alone. It does not finish and stop with him. It continues. And we, his disciples, are the ones called to continue the same mission of compassion. That is why he says to his disciples, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send out the laborers into his harvest. They promote the same mission of preaching and healing and bringing back the lost sheep. Further, in carrying out this mission, They are not left to themselves to struggle on. They are empowered by His own power. And now the direction and the directive for our life. The disciples of Jesus who labor for the harvest of God's kingdom are not paid workers. They work freely and generously because it is their duty and response out of gratitude, for they received without paying, therefore they give without pay.